Happy Rising, everyone. This is Wendy Ellen, and I am going to speak about affirmations today. So, affirmations have been a crucial and a vital part of my personal transformation. And just a couple of thoughts on affirmations. Our spoken word is powerful, and in the framework that we have now for verbiage and language, there's a lot of play and a lot of room for spells and spelling, curses in cursive, and wordplay, word magic, and a lot of potentialities for us to be speaking things that are not coherent with what we want to see or have. And so I firmly know from my own experience that being very deliberate and intentional with your words is vital for laying a framework or a groundwork or a context for a situation that you are in or going into, or even going back in the past and reframing something and embodying the emotional and mental feelings and mindset of what if that could have happened if you rewrite the story, so that you program your brain, body, and heart in another context, so that the memories that may have been harmful or damaging or unpleasant don't dictate or rule anything in the present or lay a framework for the future. So with that being said, right now I'm driving in my car, so I hope you can hear me well. I am going into a chaotic situation. My son has had open heart surgery due to a congenital birth defect that he had. It was kind of unexpected that he would need surgery this quickly. And just the family dynamics of having different people in to help care for children, and just the trauma of having to go through this surgery has made it so that people have not gotten good sleep. Things are a little disjointed. And so knowing this on my way there, I want the atmosphere where I go to be conducive for good things, basically, in plain language. Sometimes it's hard for me to express myself, but I'm doing the best that I can. So these are some affirmations that I am using as I drive. Some of them are affirmations that I use on a repeated basis, and some of these are off the cuff. So I'm just going to give some examples, and I encourage you to make up your own affirmations and to use them. They are powerful, as I said before. Every cell in your body is listening to every word that you say, and your words are a vibration, are vibrations. Sound precedes light. If you research cymatics, your words are extremely powerful when coupled with deliberate intentions. A lot of the things that we say, we're parroting or mimicking things that we've been taught or heard. A lot of the things that we say are not useful, they're not helpful, and they're things that we have repeated, or things that when we are triggered by something that we always say or are likely to say. And that's not being mindful or utilizing your subconscious mind in a way that's beneficial for you. And so this is a huge topic, and I'm just kind of rambling about it right now, but these are just thoughts to provoke you to do your own research, to begin to use anomaly and atypical means to alter your reality, to transmute energy, and to use your creative abilities to set a stage for something that's more preferable than what is apparent at the time. So some of the affirmations that I use are things like, I enhance the environment everywhere I go. I always have favor with everyone, and everyone has favor with me. Let's see, what else? I'm always easily over, under, and understood by others, and I always am easily over, under, and understood by others. Communication flows easily between me and other individuals. I always am at the right place at the right time, saying and doing the right things. I infuse joy, purpose, and love into every situation, into all of my actions, thoughts, and activities. I always know what to do and when to do it. I walk in love. My circumstances, situations, and others do not determine or dictate my thoughts, words, attitudes, actions, or my energy field. I take full responsibility for who I am and for what I am doing, for what I'm thinking, and what I'm saying at all times, period. If I find myself in a situation that is not preferable, I have the ability to change that situation and the way that I function within it for the benefit of everyone. So those are just some affirmations that are kind of off the cuff. But when you begin to speak things like this and you begin to rewrite former programming in your brain, it literally changes your physicality. It changes your mind. It changes your body technology. And it changes the atmosphere around you, because you do have your own energy signature. You have your own toroidal fields. You have your own aura, as some people say. There's a lot of different ways that we can say and express these things, a lot of different ideas. And to me, there's no right or wrong way to express any of it. But if you can entertain the thought of being able to see and experience things differently, and know that you have more quote-unquote control or manageability about how we experience things, how we translate things, how we interpret things, it can be very, very useful as we move along in time, or as we go back in time, and as we just are quote-unquote living life. And I also would like to say that we are basically products of our experiences and our interpretations of experiences, and that something that's very real to you, like you can take any incident or situation, and you think about court cases where you've got people testifying in court and there was this huge incident. Sometimes it may be on film or camera or not, and one individual will give a retelling or recount a situation, maybe even in vivid detail, and then the next person will say something that's totally opposite or contrary or has different details. But yet those two people may have been at the exact same place at the exact same time experiencing the same event, but it was totally experienced and translated entirely differently. And that's because it's not just what happened, but it's what we believe about what happened, how we experience what happened, how we perceive what happened, and to me, literally what we incorporate into our minds about what happened, because the subconscious mind has an accurate record of everything since your birth, and I believe since before your birth. But we have been trained and taught, usually unknowingly by others, what our mind is, what our body is. There's just a lot to this. I'm not going to go into all that, but basically our brains are not coherent and functioning well, so there's not a lot of communication between your superconscious, conscious, subconscious, non-conscious mind. And the goal is to try to bring a lot of that subconscious memory into the conscious mind and make quote-unquote sense of it, so that we are able to navigate through our own realities more successful. So those are just some ramblings and thoughts I have this morning, and I hope they make some sense to you and encourage you to do things your way, do things in ways that are advantageous for you, and to just look at yourself, your reality, your world, your context a little differently and outside of the pre-subscribed boxes that we've been put into by others and the narratives that we've been given by others that we adopted because we either didn't know any better or that's just how we were trained. So I hope everyone has an amazing day today, and I hope that, and I don't even like the word hope a lot of times, but may you experience situations that promote your growth, that promote your stability, that promote your balance, that promote your ability to be able to know who you are, collect the fractals of yourself for wholeness, and just live a life that is totally enjoyable. Thank you so much. I'm sending out my love to you, and stay wild, everybody.